Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl Treseysworld with Treseysworld, and today, yes, I have another video just for you. Listen, before we get started, let me just tell y'all I woke up with this huge zit on my nose. It is kind of gone down, thank God, but it's still a little bit, still present. So if y'all see it, just ignore it, okay? But listen, we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna be talking about some Blac Chyna. Yes, and I'm not talking about China. I'm talking about Blac Chyna, the person. Okay, so we're gonna jump into it. Let me just drop this intro and I'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, we just gonna jump into it. Like I said, we're gonna talk about Blac Chyna and this foolishness that's going on. So y'all, I don't know if y'all seen the tweet. So Blac Chyna has two children. She has a 5-year-old daughter named Dream with Rob Kardashian, and she has a 9-year-old son, King Cairo, with Tyga. So she has two. And she's saying neither father is paying child support. They are not paying child support for these kids, y'all. This is what she's saying. So she had to get rid of 3 of her cars. I mean, the part that she missed me with was had to get rid of 3 cars. First of all, you got 3 cars to get rid of. So you ain't doing so bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't have 3 cars to get rid of, but anyways, it's rich people problems. Rich people problems. But anyways, so Kardashian hops on and he's like, listen, I paid $37,000 a year for my daughter Dream's school, her extracurricular activities, medical expenses, etc., etc. And there's more, y'all. He was like, I have her Tuesday through Saturday, which means Blac Chyna would have her from Sunday and Monday, for Sunday and Monday. That's what that means. And then Tyga's like, hold up, I paid $40,000 for my son's school. $40,000 for his son's school. And he has his son Monday through Saturday. So why would I pay child support? So that kind of, you know, that gives it a whole nother spin. All right, gives it a whole nother spin for me. So why would he pay child support? Why would they pay child support if the child is with them majority of the time? So there has been instances where the courts have granted child support to parents that don't have the child full time or majority of the time, so that that child can have the same quality of life or of living for that weekend or the few days that they have with the parent that they're with the most, right? Like we've seen with Kelly Clarkson's situation, where she has the children most of the time, but she has to pay child support because the children still has to have a certain standard of living equivalent to what they have when, you know, they're with her, than, you know, when they're with the father, so they can have the same standard of living. I know. But it has been done. So first I was like, wait a minute, like, why would they pay child support? Like, the child isn't with you, you know, but like 2 days a week, you know, you have them for like 48 hours. That's it. So why would they pay child support? But then when I started looking at other cases where people were actually paying child support, then I was like, okay, there may be a case there, because there have been a history of cases where they have granted child support to a parent that don't have a child full-time or majority of the time. I kind of understand it though, because would you really want the child living like lavish over here and not so lavish over here? But then when I really think about it, if you have like 3 cars to get rid of, you're probably not suffering a lot. Like, I don't know Blac Chyna's financial situation, but having to downgrade, I'm wondering if there is some type of financial thing going on. And if so, then would the child be living you know, in a environment that is not what they're used to with the other parent? And then if that's the case, then is she supposed to get child support. So here's the other thing. This is a big thing. If you were getting child support, what does that have to do with your 3 cars? Because your child support should be helping you taking care of your child, not keeping you in 3 cars. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm like, okay, it's hard to feel for Blac Chyna with that type of you know, when you really think about it, with that type of explanation. You know, I had to get rid of my cars because I'm trying to support my children. Well, if they were paying child support, then would you be using the child support to fund your lifestyle? Because, you know, it's not a foreign thing. We know some women that will take their child support and spend it on, you know, them. But then there are some that take their child support and they spend it on things that the child needs, which is what it's for, to support the child. And that does include transportation, and that may include housing, you know, and things like that. But I'm just curious, like, to like, if you were getting child support, are you saying, yeah, I would have been able to afford my 3 cars, and does a child really need 3 cars? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know, and I don't know all the details, so that's their business. I'm not in their life. I'm just like, you know, talking about it because it just kept coming up this week. Besides the slap at the Oscars, this was another topic that I kept seeing. And so the more I was reading into it, I was just like, okay, the fathers are, I mean, they're doing their job. I mean, $37,000 and $40,000 a year for a child. That's like college tuition. That's like college tuition for some people. Like, I'm Jesus. Like, but that's, you know, that's major. But again, it's the quality of life that they're used to, that they're accustomed to. So, I mean, if the child is living in a mansion over here and then they go to, like, you know, tiny apartment over here. And I ain't saying she got a tiny apartment. I'm not saying that she obviously don't. But I'm saying in situations like this, then I think that's where child support is warranted still for the other parent, because, you know, you want to keep the child in the most comfortable environment where it's not such a drastic difference and a drastic change as they go from, you know, one parent to the next, to the other parent. So that's just how I feel about it. At the end of the day, I mean, there are people that will abuse child support for their own financial gain. And that's not the purpose of child support. That is not the intent. That's not what it's intended for. That is not what you should be using it for. But when you look at things like housing and transportation, that does benefit the child if you are, you know, if the child is staying with you, first of all, and if you have to provide transportation to, you know, to and from, like, school and extracurricular activities and all that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm at on the issue. Like, I'm like, okay, and then how much child support you talking about you need for 2 days a week? Okay, so those are things, if I was to, those are things I would be asking in court. Like, listen, how much child support you say you need for 2 days a week? Okay. And how many cars you need for 2 days a week? Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I never wish bad on anybody or want to celebrate anyone's losses or their downfall. That's not me as a person. So if her downgrading to 3 cars is causing her some undue stress, then yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Listen, if you got 3 cars and you still got some cars left, girl, you blessed. Like, you blessed. If they take 1 car, I'm done. Like, I'm like, what, dang, what am I gonna do? So listen, I can't even try to, I cannot. Listen, y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it. So anyway, that was one of the big topics I was gonna hop on. I was like, let's just talk about it. Y'all go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you think that a parent that does not keep the child for the majority of the time should receive child support? And yeah, that's the question. Should they receive child support? Should they be getting a payday and they only have the kid for 2 days a week? There are 2 sides to think about. Really, there is. There really is 2 sides to think about. And I say payday, but it really isn't a payday. It's to support the child. So should they be getting support for having the child 2 days a week? is it important that the child has the same standards of living in both, both households? I mean, I get both perspectives, honestly. I just don't get the 3-car thing. That just kind of, that threw me. She could have left that part out. I'm just like, I don't get child support. And I have my kids 2 times a week. And I would have been like, oh, well, with the days that she have them, maybe she does need some type of support. Especially if, well, then you got the whole other issue. I wasn't even gonna go into this, but who has the most money? Obviously, I guess Kardashian and Tyga has more money than she does. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all go ahead and comment below. Comment below. I need some comments on this one. Like, y'all be slow to comment. In some videos, y'all be like flooding me with comments and questions, and some videos y'all are silent. And I need y'all to comment because I really want to interact and I really want to talk to y'all and I really want to know what you think. I really want to know your opinion on this. I mean, this ain't like, this is just fun chat, fun chit chat, because it's not impacting my life at all, or yours probably. But it is something to really consider. Is like, yeah, child support. Yeah. And then the funniest thing to end this whole little back and forth on social media is Tyga was like to Rob Kardashian, like, Rob Kardashian, how you pay $3,000 less? Let me know the plug, because he pays $3,000 less in the school fees than Rob. What I will say, Tyga, is maybe because your son is older, so maybe the cost is a little more for children that's older. That's maybe why there's a $3,000 difference. But you probably need to check on that, because obviously there's some type of discrepancy if you paying $40,000 and Rob is only paying $37,000. So that's a whole nother issue. What's going on there? And what school is this? What school is this? Like these kids in college. These children, like these children in college, y'all. Children in college. No, but it's all good. So yeah, guys, that's all I have right now. I am going to do a video. I think my little friend right here, somewhere over here, is calming down. So I'll go ahead and do a video. We're going to be making root beer floats, but of course our own spin. Y'all ain't gonna believe what type of root beer float we gonna make. So listen, y'all, make sure y'all check out a video probably towards the end of this week. You'll see a video about a root beer float, a soberistic drink. Gonna make it our own way. You know what? I think I'm gonna throw a twist in there too. So y'all make sure y'all come back and check out that video, okay? Listen, you guys, go out and be great today. Whatever it is you do, whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you dream of doing, go out, do it, and be great today.